news on Wes Burns and his hamstring injury, which forced him to put out of the Welsh squad. And I've got to be honest, Stu, yesterday I was expecting Kieran McKenna to come out and say, that's it for Wes Burns, he won't play again this season. But no, there is a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably still a slim chance, judging by the information that we've got to go on. First of all, his reaction to that injury and the way he left the field. Then Kieran McKenna's comments fresh after that game that it doesn't look like a minor one. Then Wes posted, I think, something on Instagram over the international break, sort of that suggested that it was sort of that it wasn't looking good. But Kieran McKenna stopped short of ruling out his season yesterday when we spoke to him and said that there's no surgery required, which is the first good thing. Unlike sort of George Hurst, who had to undergo the knife on that hamstring back in January, Wes they've decided isn't severe enough for him to have surgery. They're going to wait for a second scan to before they can put sort of a time frame on it. So. I guess we're kind of talking about whether the season might be extended into playoff territory, and then you're getting into an extra month of the season, and maybe could come back in time for that. But yeah, I'd still say it's sort of slim chances, but not completely ruled out.
Yeah, what was your take on that, Rossi? My concern when they say that he might be back, and clearly if they are in the playoffs and stuff, that's more likely by the sound of it, is that he comes back, he rushes himself back, and then gets a worse injury because he's sort of deconditioned, and clearly he'll want to play. So I'm sure Town will be very careful with him. But to hear that we might see him again is a bit of a boost, isn't it?
Yeah, when you hear hamstring, you go, with George Hurst's injury, you thought, it's same as that, and that's his season done and dusted. Especially when he came off straight away. But yeah, some good news. But as you said, let's not rush him. If he's not back for those playoff games, or if we second place, you never know. But yeah, I think those injuries, you don't want to risk it getting worse for next season. You want him to be ready up to speed for pre-season. Unfortunately, sorry to the Welsh listeners out there. Obviously, Wales are not going to the Euros, so he ain't got to worry about missing that. If he does, rush back and does get another injury, but sometimes I know you want to be part of this, and I'm sure he will be part of it. I'm sure he will be at the games and stuff like that. But if he's not fully fit, let's just don't rush yourself back, man. Get you ready for pre-season.
They'll know what they're doing. There was a long time where we talked about the amount of injuries that Ipswich Town were having and how many setbacks they were going. Touch wood, under the last couple of years, the injury record's been pretty good. People have come back ahead of time. Players that have had sort of questionable injury past seems to have become more robust. So whatever they're doing behind the scenes is working. Just doing a quick Dr. Watson Google, a mild to moderate hamstring tear/strain can be 3 to 8 weeks. So if we're at the latter end of that scale, that's taken us into the heart of next month. And then, we're talking sort of playoff territory there. But, what boost, even if you could have him back on the bench and come on and have a cameo role at some point. Who knows if that could be important. Same with George Hurst as well.
The doctor has spoken. We're going to see Hurst and Burns again before the end of the season. Superb.